Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, try again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. And I just noticed my screen has frozen there, so. And I've got sound. Always starts off so well, doesn't it? Let's just fix this. That one. Yeah, that one. It's back up. Now I've lost camera, which is just heartbreaking. I've had a day, folks, where everything has just died on me all day. So a 49-inch monitor is not working currently, which is why it's taken me so long to get set up. Oh, I've got no backdrop. Back in a minute. Good evening, Olive. Good evening, Az. Doesn't matter what I do. I always end up with something that is just not playing the breaks. Try that and then go to something else. Good. Should have. No. There we go. Huge. Why is it? There we go. Such a professional experience we have here, don't we? Really got used to this over the last couple of months of making an F right at the start. But with that being the case, we'll have a word from our sponsor. And that, folks, is the rig I'm using. I'm sure you know that by now. But today I've modified the rig again. Yesterday I installed the seat platform. Today I uninstalled it and reset it. So hopefully it should be pretty cool. Hopefully you've all got audio. I know there's audio showing, so I'm sure you'll be telling me if you haven't. I've reset the height of my steering wheel. I've reset the distance to my pedals, I've reset the distance to the wheel. I still haven't got a monitor that works correctly over there. I've reset my lighting. Hopefully the distance is okay and you can see all that. And I can see my chat screens, which is absolutely tip top. We have got what? We're on till 1:15 this morning, trying that RA272, trying to get the 26 laps. I'm not getting anywhere with it. It's being a nightmare. So we're going to dive into time trials. I don't think I'm going to do a warm-up, am I? I haven't got anything to have a warm-up on. I've completed all of the music rallies. They're all done. So all we've got to do now is build up the cash in the bank, and we're away. This hopefully should be relatively, I say relatively straightforward. I don't own one, so we're only going to be using the rented car. We've got the usual hoodlum at the front, followed by Cavs, who's been pushing him a little while, but Sam's still half a second ahead. Big Popper was in 0.7. That's a good time. Big Popper, well done. Scampy's there with a great time. We're just going to have to see. It looks like most people are using the rental. Some people have used their own. Look, you can see a couple. But most people are using the rental unless they haven't bothered to put skin on it. Good evening, Fat Man. Welcome. Thanks for the email, buddy. Got that. You're the only one. But it's good. I know people will be doing it. I just need to make sure I've got people's correct emails, correct addresses, and then I can start to create bios for everybody and start making sure I've got all the details right, individual records, and at the end of it, comply with GDPR, I'll destroy absolutely everything. No records will be kept except for what's on the screen. Thank you, buddy. Why is that? What happened there? Everything's just reset. My audio, my screens, everything. As soon as I press that button. So we've lost, have we? Yep, we've got frozen screen, I think. Pink. Yeah, that needs to be reset. I've had a right day with computers today. It's doing my head in. Doing me in. I just... Oh, it's so frustrating. Everything works perfectly. Tell you the truth, I've changed the room round and we've got internet installation tomorrow. And I want the internet plugged in up here. And I thought it would be a simple operation today of just turning the room round, moving everything where I want it. But now everything I've touched just fell apart. It's been horrendous. Settings, assists, traction control off. We're going to start with traction control 1. ABS on weak. Counter steer assistance on strong. I think that's where we're going to start. Controller settings. We're on the old Fanatec wheel. We'll see how long this works for. If anything, I've touched it. It's not going to work, is it? Force feedback max torque 3. I've been told to push that to 8. I've got to try this other set of settings out. And force feedback sensitivity 10. We'll see what does. Now, it was the 90-degree left first, wasn't it? That's what came first. It wasn't the corner that killed him, it was the wall that was after it. I thought we were heading straight up the hill. It's not turning. Epic. So I don't know what this one's going to be like. Within 2 or 3 hours of this test going live, Big Popper had already messaged me saying he loved it. And maybe the following morning, he'd emailed me saying I'm doing really well at this, really enjoying it, really like it. And it's one of those, isn't it? Certain cars, certain tracks, certain tests suit certain people, and a couple of the recent ones, Big Popper said they haven't suited him, but this one suited him down to the ground, so kinda knew that was coming. I knew I'd brake late for that corner, but let's just carry on and see where we go. We'll work into it once we've got the ghost. We won't have got the ghost this lap, will we? Because we've already effed. Now, I know you'll know, but there is significant amounts of robbery you can do here. There's certain corners where there is such an allowance that you can steal, but I'm struggling to get the car to turn at certain points, yet it really likes to turn at others. That's weird. That right hand corner there didn't want to turn at all, just like it doesn't want to turn there. Let's go. See how we do. Try and get that ghost ready. Don't know if we've got to rev it out. We'll work that out in a bit. Racing hards. Okay. Gonna brake just on the 100. Just before the 100 on that shadow this time. Good old environmental braking marker. We do love those. They tend to give you the most surprise when they're not there. The next time you come round the corner, it's like, oh, where did that go? Oh, the sun's gone in. Now we're going to try and steal a fair whack here. Get right over into the grass. Oh, it turned, didn't it? Changing down into first made it turn that corner quite sharply. Once we get racing that ghost, we'll be fine. I'm hoping to see a bit of an audience on Twitch. We haven't had an audience on Twitch for a couple of weeks. Since I switched off early one night, we haven't had much. Kind of disappointed in that. I don't want to have to give up on Twitch. But if it's not got an audience, I don't see the point. We might as well stream somewhere else. But again, I can't see if there's anybody connected or watching, so there might be some silent watchers, some lurkers in the background, but it's one of them. Hey Mariana. When I get time, chick. I don't make majorly random stuff. If I'm currently doing various videos and stuff for GT Amiga. If I get to do one, if you give me some motivation, say for example membership or you know, that kind of thing, then maybe I will, but you're down the bottom of the list, I'm afraid, for a random tune where it's not linked to an event or something we're doing. Relatively easy to make one though, you just tune to 700 pp. Unless there's a trick to it and you've not told me, and it's either you can't get to 700 because it doesn't have the gear to get to 700 or whatever, I don't know. I guess that's what you weren't expecting, was it? But we touched the grass. I didn't look what gold was. I'm guessing I need to take a second off where I am now. It doesn't want to stop, does it? It would actually take me about 5 minutes to make a tune, wouldn't it? I'll show you one now. And then you'll wonder why you were even asking. M303. What tyres do you want it on? What event is it for? Are you still with us, Marianne, or did you leave? I guess you left. It'll take a bit, won't it? I'll make it if you come back. I'm not going to be bothered if you're not going to hang around, if you're not going to talk. Yo, JB! How's it going, mate? Oh, I didn't even look. I'm only 0.18 out. So gold is what? 3506. Oh my. Not too bad, is it? The Honda tune is killing me. Yeah, don't let it, mate. Don't let it. It's not about the tune, it's about how it's driven. It's not... It's demonstrated that purely by the fact that Sphinxy can drive that setup to whatever, but I'm 100% sure that that's pre-133 and the physics of that don't work anymore. I've had my brain around it, and I genuinely think that that setup is pre-update 133 as to when he did that. Well, I suppose it has to be post 133 because his time's still there, isn't it? Yeah, probably. If it's still there, which I think it is, then I'm probably talking out my butthole. But hey ho. We'll go back to that tonight. Your time's not on it, what do you mean? When did you do your time? I've just got to find out how to drive that car for me. And what I mean by that is I've got to find out how I get it to go faster. Because I'm sure I can. I'm sure there's time in it. Oh my God. Yeah, but I'm sure that he's got a 26 lap on the leaderboard. But I guess I'm confusing myself. I'm pretty sure that 26 lap that he did was pre-133. But I know he's got a 26 lap on the leaderboard post-133. So maybe I'm talking out my arse. It's definitely got to do with the brakes not being correctly displayed. But this car does it a bit, you know. You put your foot on the brake and the back end comes around an absolute treat. And you've just got to be able to find that, drive it and get it to do it. And I'm 100% sure that's what it is. It's all about how you drive it, not about the set. The set's there that works, I believe. Stay on your slug. Well, if I drop, once I get to a reasonable position on this, we'll drop back to it and we'll see what I can do. Because I know that grip setup that we've done, the one with the soft front tyres. I know there's more pace in that. And if the gearbox works with that, then we'll make it happen. We'll make it move. We'll make it a thing. I think it handles pretty well. It's just got to go faster. And I've just got to get it into the corner where it runs more speed out of the corners. So it... Oh, yeah. I didn't realise I was quite so close to gold when I quit out to do that setup for Mariana. As Mariana's disappeared because didn't like the answer, then... I guess I won't be making a setup. slug in a bug. I didn't record that fastest lap, did I? Which is a shame. Just can't get it to turn in when I want it to. Good evening, Scamster. How are you, buddy? Ah, Mr. Scamster's appeared on Twitch as well. I wasn't looking up there. I'm much, much lower in my seat. Oh, doing my head in. I just want to get this done and move on. I haven't got any patience for it today. I've had too much of a stressful day with computers not working, and Sunday was supposed to be a good day. I was supposed to get 3 or 4 videos made today. I was supposed to get stuck into stuff. I just haven't been able to do it. It's been really annoying. But it could be my graphics card that's gone pop, you know. Could be. But I wouldn't have thought it would be working at all. But this isn't going to be gold, I don't think. Purely because at 135.2 isn't what was saved. No. Got a break before the 100. Nice one, Scamster. No, what happened last time, JB, was it's a little card that sits outside the machine that extracts the PS5 signal. So that's what blew last time. I've not replaced the graphics card in 3 years, I'd say. So it's probably time for a new one, but being in time for a new one, it's being in time for a new new PC, so there's no point buying a new graphics card, new power supply. Might as well just buy a PC, in all fairness. And might as well go up the ladder and do that. Fourth place in the Nations Cup round 2. Very well done, gamer. Congratulations. Fourth place is a top 5. It's good points. I've got that line right. See how much we managed to rob there. We can do that on another lap. Just touch the grass. Oh well. Probably gonna get the next lap done because I crossed that white line. Yeah, no point. Carry on. Yeah, I saw you hadn't been around massively for the last couple of weeks. I was just saying at the start of the stream, I've not really had much twitching going on. There's not been a lot of twitches, and you're prominent on Twitch, and there hasn't been anybody there really. I know Mariana sometimes goes on there because the stream quality is better, but I think I've upset Mariana, so we'll probably lose that one, but there we go. Couldn't get it to turn in third there. Had to encourage it in second. Front end washed away on me. Ah, heartbreaker. I didn't realise I was so close to gold when I quit out. If I'd have realised, I'd have stayed in. Gotta find the breaking point again for here. No steer. Didn't turn in at all, did it? Wouldn't turn off that curb either. That was a shame. interest. Oh, you dumb clunk. Absolute nugget. Oh, the wheel's terrible, Scamps. It's still not playing. 3 or 4 cutouts last night. The past challenge on Moby Dick with the GR2 Nissan Ram Fuji, I remember that very well. You got gold on that one today. Excellent. I really found that one was just getting your brake balance to the front. And then just restart till you get a decent, till you get the right setup, the right distance to the car in front of you. You know as soon as you've gone round the first corner whether you've got the right run. Don't worry about it, Scamps, it's their problem. They've not replied to a ticket, so... No, I haven't, Big Popper. Not yet. I can't get the damn thing to turn. Nice to see you though, Big Pops. Good of you to say hello. Don't know how long you've been sat there. Nobody says hello. Yes, they do. Loads of people say hello. But some people don't. It's really weird. What were we doing? We're turning that off, won't we? I only had it on because... Yeah. We'll start that. We can start that all you like. I'm 0.2 off gold. There you go. That's why we don't use... That's why we've got CSA on. That's why CSA's on. I haven't found it yet. I'm like... I'm not being serious. I'm being really annoyed. I can't drive it without CSA on. It won't go around the track. Like I say, I think there's... It was my second lap. Second complete lap, I think. Now I can't get anywhere near it. Don't be confused by my struggles, you haven't got my wheel. I think you said it about 4 weeks ago, Papa. Good luck with the settings, I think was your expression. Good luck with that, I think is what you said. And it's like, yeah, there's so many settings to play with, you just don't know what to go with. So I've picked 3 or 4 setups from various people. Some people are quite good. And I can't get it. I can't get the wheel to do what it wants to do. I can't get it to do what I want to do. Can't get the brake pedals to feel right. Can't get anything to work right. So I guess it's just a question of mess with it, keep messing with it and struggle. So, but saying that, you were probably a year. No, my mood's fine. I just think I should not read the checks so seriously. Or ask people to temper what they say, that's all. I don't know. I've been in a foul mood all day. But it's one of them, innit? It's... Nothing's working right, it's doing me head in. I wasn't supposed to exit, I exit through being angry then. I was supposed to restart. Mariana pissed me off, coming in and virtually demanding a setup, then disappearing. But does that every time they come into the server, don't they? Every time they come into the room, they demand something, so hey ho, should get over it. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I just keep hitting exit and I don't know why. I'm trying to hit restart and for some reason I'm just going all the way. Let's find out what's going on. We're on AS2. We're now on 3. Let's find out what's going on. Normally, this is an indication that my controller needs to recalibrate. There we go. I think that's what it was. We started on 15%, didn't it? Bad moods and streaming probably aren't a good combo. But there we go. I think if you all did something to help me with my mood, rather than either critique or have you not tried something, you know, just help the guy. Don't belittle him, you know? I'm not a fast driver, never have been. This is all about the struggle, and it used to be a struggle with a G29. It's now about the struggle with superior equipment that's got inferior problems. Helen Mirren, that makes me smile. I think half the problem is I don't trust the wheel. I'm just waiting for it to kick out and stop responding, which is no good. But the fact, I suppose it needs calibrating now every time I start to use it. Because it was exactly the same last night. I was driving along and all of a sudden it went off and started feeling weird. And then I calibrated it and it came back. Interesting. Shouldn't need to though. But I say that, but yes, it is good practice check, but I shouldn't need to. It should stay as it was last night. But I guess professional equipment, you don't just jump into a race car, do you? You get it checked before you drive it. You don't just... It's not like your everyday car that you just run out onto the drive, jump in it and drive it down the road. No, somebody gives it a once over, don't they? I guess, yeah. Good point, well made. Shit the bed. Yeah, probably a little bit tense. Actually, somebody... I couldn't believe my eyes when I watched a YouTube video today. Somebody actually made a YouTube video and they said, you'll take 2 seconds off your time if you just actually relax. It's like, yeah, okay. I've not got a Scooby-Doo. Missing the corners again. Turn wheel off. Was a good race, the mini race. Annoys the crap out of me. I can't, my monitor's broken. It won't work. That's what's annoyed me. Got to find another grand to replace a monitor. Or a graphics card, one of the two. I can't work out which one it is. Both still work, but both don't behave correctly. A bit like Fanatec wheel. That's absolute horse poo. My brake distance, therefore my brake saturation, seems to be changing every lap. So I hit the brake point at the same point every lap, yet the distance to stop seems to change. And I don't know what's causing that, but then I've just been into my brake settings. My brake saturation's changed from 32 last night to 44 today, which tells us that my brake pedal settings have moved. And I know I changed them last night, but I readjusted, that's where I got the 34 from. But I generally don't know why they've changed today. Really weird. But then again, I have changed my sitting position. I've dropped about 4 inches. I 100% know my difficulty here is the wheel settings. I'm going to go and find some new ones. I'm going to work out how it is. But because I'm not connected to a PC, I can't connect up to show you guys what I'm doing, but appreciate you might find that frustrating, but I've got to do it because this is just absolutely killing me. It is doing my nutting. I don't know why everything is varying so much, so we'll try and find out the best way to do things. So Fanatec DD Extreme. Might as well put Gt7 on the end. New update settings, 8 Newton. No, it's 15, man. This is part of the problem as well, you know. The fact that the names are so similar. And you try and find settings and they're just for a different bit of kit. Fanatec Club Sport DD, it's not the right one. I don't know. I can't find anything. I just don't know. But that's entirely the reason why I can't drive the setup last night, is because the wheel is not doing what what it should be doing. And I know it's the driver that does the wheel, but it's not the point. That's not what actually is the issue with these wheels. The point with this is there's an optimal setting, and it seems to be an optimal setting slightly fine-tuned for the person. Absolute. Unfortunately, because I've spent all day effing about with the computer not working, and still messing about with the computer not working, we're in a world where this stuff happens to happen on. I wouldn't know what the stock settings are, Big Bopper. I don't know. Unless that is just AS1, I don't know. AS1. That's where we are. AS1. Let's go back to AS1. Yeah, there is that. There is that. But I haven't even... There's what? 17 different sliders? How the hell do you know what to go where? How do you even know? How do you even know where to start? I've got absolutely no idea. That's part of the problem, I think. Has no idea all the gear. Somebody said that, didn't they? All the gear, not a clue. 39 that's now set to on AS1. 38, let's call it. Yeah. What's really frustrating is you're inside a menu, controlling the menu in the wheel with the controls on here. You press to accept on here and it accepts in the game. Does my head in. Lots doing my head in today. Let's find out. Now the reason I moved away from the default setting, no, it's not, JB. If you look closely, when I go in, I've already got my foot on the brake, and it drops straight away to 15. I worked that out. I'm touching the brake as I've gone in. Oh, I'm trying to look for quick wins, Big Popper, and it's not working. I've got such a busy schedule, full-time job, come home and try and be with the missus, jump on here at night. It took me a week to build the rig. I'm still building the rig. Just don't have enough time to do stuff. And I know people think, oh, you're moaning and whinging. It is so hard to do all this stuff. So hard. What the hell am I doing? So hard to get your head in the right place. It's great fun, but oh my God, it's so hard. I don't have enough time to sit and... Well, I do. I'll sit there till 1:15 in the morning trying to get something right. I'll then go and Google till 3 o'clock in the morning. Good evening, NW. And then the process starts again. I'm back off to work. Yeah, now the steering wheel, the force feedback is massively heavy. The wheel is so heavy I can't drive it. I can't drive that. That's horrible going to AS2. Ah, stop it, wheel. Now it's not stopping. Maybe the Fanatec wheel is not for me. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this setup is the wrong setup for me completely. Too much to change, too much to mess with, too much uncertainty. That's what was good thing about the G29. I managed to get the G29 to a point where it was just a couple of things. Get the brake pedal right, get the feel of the brake pedal right, understand what ABS did and where that was. For this, I'm just in no man's land. I'm nowhere. I don't know what's making me faster or slower. It's just find it amazing that I watch videos of people. I watch Sam drive it, and it's just absolutely on the nail every lap. Then I try and do that, and every lap varies, and it's probably just because I'm a shit driver. As Sam said, maybe people like you shouldn't have this kind of equipment. Because I don't understand what it does or what it's doing. It's not like jumping out in a car and going for a drive. It's actually hustling it around the circuit. It doesn't want to. Yeah, suck my balls. Come on. I'll tell you, everybody, here's a challenge. Just Google what I've just Googled and sit back and enjoy the Google session. Just Google Fanatec DD Plus Extreme Settings GT7. Pick one that you know is actually for that wheel. You won't find one. It gets confused. It gets confused with Fanatec DD settings and GT7. You'll get Club Sport, you'll get the DD, you'll get the DD Plus. You won't find anything for Extreme. You won't. And I'm not getting shirty. It's just that's the pleasure you've got of dealing with a process of a company that's releasing the same wheel but rehashed. Doing what I do for a living. I'm having a right nightmare with that as well at the minute. Let's not talk about the job. You'll get there one day. You'll get there, mate, one way or another. I'll get there one way. Yeah, there's just no help. There's no help. I've got to do it all myself. And that's the way it is. So, how am I going to get this feeling anywhere near? Somebody gave me AS3, AS1. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I can't find it. I keep losing it. I keep finding it. And I can't find the link to it. Again, I know I watched it and it's there, but as it is with my TV, I went to go up to press the save button or watch again or whatever it's called. I pushed up and it skipped to the next video. Couldn't find it again. And you Google exactly as I say. You go into search on YouTube, do exactly the same thing, and it's shit. So I'm stuck today with a wheel that won't convey my thoughts onto the track. I press the brake button, brake pedal at exactly the same point, and each lap it does different things. So I didn't. Where's the... Where's my get out? Where's the quit? There it is. Fuck for that. I don't know what to do. Right. Oh, you anal bastard. It's really weird how it doesn't want to turn into a corner. I'm braking so early, yet it won't turn in. I know I missed the breaking point that time. Can't even see YouTube on my phone. I'm that pissed off. See, Digit did Fanatec settings, Club Sport DD Plus. He hasn't done DD Extreme. I did that 2 days ago. Thought that was the one. What? It was Neil that said. What? Nah, I stay out of that. That's not for me, is it? That's not about me. Okay. I've got a photograph of some settings. I might try that. For want of something else to try and do, somebody sent me a screenshot of settings. I'm gonna have to go and get my laptop to configure it, aren't I? I think. Yeah, I don't know whether this person that sent me these settings is actually using an extreme. They've just in German as well, which is just no good. I don't know. Don't know. Take them off. Big Papa says they work, so let's see. Jeffin. Turning them back on. It is a very pretty car, I have to say. Now, I actually think the car from... what are they called? Music Rally. The car in number 9 Music Rally is actually really quite pretty as well. An old Maserati. I think they're about the same era, aren't they? 66, maybe? Yeah, this is 66. That should be it, and we can go home. We can get on to something else. No, I've not even beaten my previous time. My lord. Maybe, I don't know what it's called. I've just done it to complete the last three music rallies. I don't know what it's called. Needs to tidy up that corner, definitely. And then... Actually, it looks like you've typed in a foreign language there, JB. Suzuki VGT is the best looking. I wish there was a quick way in the game of knowing whether you've driven a car. Because the mileage isn't a good indicator, is it? Because the mileage, you buy cars off the used lot, they've already got mileage on. Turned in too early. I enjoy this track more than I do Suzuka. I enjoy this more than I do Fiji. There's only one corner, which is this one coming up, that I really have no sense of where I am whilst in it or driving through it. Don't F this corner up now, you nugget. There we go. Yeah, there's more time in that, isn't there? Oh, can we move on now? Yeah, but I hate Spoon. Spoon is horrible. Love the way... You got to keep a tighter line on that corner. Which corner? Scamps. 2.79. Where does that put me? Just outside the top 10. I feel compelled to push on. I was 2.5 tenths up at the midpoint of that lap. The one you don't know where you are. Keep a tighter line. Okay. It's one of those corners that's like, it's got a miss on it, hasn't it? I don't have a dirty mind. Hang on a second. I couldn't get under 135, had to have a buddy do it for me. Behave, Big Popper. You got your time in about 4 hours after it dropped. You were loving it. You'd messaged me before I was awake in that morning. Follow a tighter line in that. I don't know how you get a tighter line in that corner. That's weird. Humble. I'm an annoying shithead, that's what I am. Might as well just restart. I'm not very good when I'm annoyed. And I'm not a very nice person when I'm annoyed either. I just have no filter for well, stuff comes out of my mouth that I shouldn't say in the way it's said, but I don't mean it the way it comes out. It just comes out without a filter that isn't consciously aware of, you know, how it's said. But I suppose it's a bit like I talk in text, so you don't really understand. I don't know how to put the emotion to the thought, if you see what I mean. You get the raw part of me when I'm annoyed or angry or short-tempered or whatever you want to call it. There's no filter there, it just comes out, and I've been quite angry a lot lately. It just breaks and it just locks up and goes straight through. I can't get it tight in there at all. You can almost coast round in third. Almost coast round. Yeah, I feel that, Big Popper. Feel it. Try and... Don't know if anybody noticed, when I get into a panic situation, when I think I'm going too fast, I change down. Yeah, I read it. When I get into a panic situation, I change down. So that comes from games like WRC and Colin McRae Rally, where when you coming in too fast for a corner or you think you're too fast, you change down a gear. And in those games, the car grips up, and I suppose that stayed with me for a long time. And it kind of does it in this game on certain cars. But then when you get into tests like this, it doesn't work. But my brain doesn't remember that, and my brain just says, oh, change down. So it changes down. It's like, what do they call it, muscle memory type thing, and yeah, I'm useless. It's very, very difficult to stop yourself doing stuff like that when you've done it for 15 years or so. So I just got to train it out of my brain. A lot of the things I experience are probably bad habits from it just didn't stop for that corner. Just didn't stop. Turn 1 at Elvington. Hold it out wide. Wait, brake, wait, accelerate, let it run out. Oh Christ, I was talking what I was doing. Let it run out wide and aim for the yellow cones. If it can help if you're going straight, but if you're turning it has a better effect with this car. 10-4. Missed the braking point. Oh, you absolute... I was up there scanning the chat, not looking at the braking points, and I braked one braking point too early. But we're alright. We've not done too badly. I just need to not touch this white line on the right under brakes. And we've done it again. I went for third gear early to try and get the drive out the corner. Doesn't work there. I said it and did it. I shouldn't have done that. I haven't got to that corner again for a long time, Scamp. Falling apart. completely got my approach wrong into there because I'd changed things the corner before. That was mental crazy. I didn't coast, I changed down through the gears, didn't I? Your friend drive very well, Big Papa. Yeah. That's true, Big Papa. I do have a short memory. I'm also extremely critical of myself in a lot of things I do, and that's why I get so angry, because I shouldn't, and my missus tells me I shouldn't get so angry. But genuinely, I do berate myself heavily. Because I know I can do so much better. Like there, I've just messed that up with gear changes. Missed a gear there, didn't I? So I've lost 0.34 of a second there from the halfway point. Yeah, have a good day, JB. Enjoy the night. Sleep well. I know you were up late last night, so get that engine back in, brother. Shouldn't have gone a second. Yeah, I've been restarting a lot, haven't I? I've been restarting quite a lot. Sign of frustration. Not willing to have the patience or the wherewithal to stick with it, and just wanting results rather than working for it. That's part of the problem, I think. Seeing really good results from others relatively quickly and wanting to do exactly the same thing and just blast through it and say, right, there you go, happy days, done, move on. But it makes the process longer and harder if you do that, and I'm just demonstrating the point, I think. I really don't like that corner. That corner's absolutely horrible. It's like Spoon. It's an absolute nightmare for knowing where you are in the corner. I don't like it. The last corner at Fiji, exactly the same. If you could take them all out and replace them with just a 90 right, I'd be happy. A Poet's Corner's back. Wow. There's a sensible, calm, cooling voice I've missed. Welcome, Poet. Not saying that anybody else isn't sensible or calm or cooling, it's just... Poet. Yeah, it's a skill. Definitely is. Touch that white line again, which I need to stop doing. It's time for a gentleman's break. Right, apologies for that. Also, the corner before it, brake at the 150 or just after and slow down, but stay in third, keeps the car much more stable. Okay, that'll be after the long straight where I'm having trouble with the white line. Stay focused, Jim. It's difficult to read chat and answer chat and drive at the same time. Thank you, Widdowmaker Who. I've actually written a poetry book back in 2012. Was the poetry book called The Meditations of Driving a Car? Wow. Well, there you go. I think, when I think of driving a car and the meditations of driving a car, I think of a film called Falling Down. I understand that the film Falling Down is actually about the psychosis of a man who's going through a nervous breakdown and a bad time. But Falling Down is really quite a thinking movie. You don't realise what's actually happening until the very end, but you do realise he's having a problem. So if you're serious, post a link to purchase. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Yeah, post a link to that book. We'll get a copy. We'll have a go. I swear driving a car puts me in a relaxing trance. I'm 100% sure it can. Rose Meditations. Oh, happy days. And is it still available? Is it still in print? The power of the car through that corner I don't like is absolutely immense. When you get it somewhere feeling right, the car slides like an absolute demon through it. And the car is pointing the right way with the power down and it wants to drive through it. It generally feel it does. Please post a link. Please. Had to lift off there, but that lift off got me something. About the 150, he says. Couldn't get the car to turn. Lost all of that time. Couldn't get the car to turn at all. Couldn't get it to turn there either. It's a swunk, isn't it? An absolute swunk. Come on, Widow. There's a 134.5. Easy money here. Losing it all. Come on, Widow. How was I that quick through that second half on that lap? That's a shame. I missed the breaking point. What an absolute nugget ball. I was looking at my times and stuff and not looking at where I need to go. Come on. Come on, Widow. Work it out. I bet the Amazon link is absolutely huge and it's too much to post in one of the chat windows, I bet. No. JB's been working on it all day, I think. He says he's got a good gear set. I wonder if he shared it with me. He probably has. But if I can hit a 135, we're going to go and have a little test and tune there. See if I can just drive that little thing a little bit faster. Why did I do that? Why did I change up to third, knowing that that corner is a second gear acceleration through? I've put myself at a right disadvantage. I was actually so slow through the line that I actually braked very, very well for T1. I actually got time up, didn't I? I actually hit that white line again. What a Scooby-Doo. Come on. Well done, Big Papa. It'd be good to read. A real book by a real person. Right, we're going to stop messing around now. I'm going to get Zend. Can't get the car to turn that corner in third gear. Really can't. It's a pig dog. But that's where I'm having difficulty with this wheel config. That's what seems to be the problem. You want to do your turning on the braking, don't you? And you want to do your acceleration in a straight line. And I don't mean turning at 170 mile an hour. I mean in the like 70 to 50 range. That's where your main turning's got to be done. You've got to be finished with your turning when you get to the throttle. All you've got to do really is guide the car back to the straight line once you've done your turning. No translate for zoinks. Zutaloz, I think, is probably the best translation. Just can't accelerate fast enough in third gear out of that corner. Just, it has to be second. That's so very true, actually. That's the American cartoon of Zoiks is something they used to say when they were surprised. Yes, they did, didn't they? Just didn't stop for that corner. It didn't brake at all. So what have I got? A 134.567. Right, I'm going to restart. Then I'm going to have an hour on Alsace. I'm going to see if I can get the car to do what it wants to do. It's going to be like a 134.9 or a 135.1, isn't it? Well, there we go. Just outside. It's another improvement. That's much more comfortable, that corner in second gear than first. I want to do this one in second gear as well, but haven't found the comfort zone. It's getting there. I'm thinking a 33 is too far, but a 34.5 is probably enough for today. Tried to push that third gear just that little bit far. Thank you, Big Bopper. Oh, I was looking up. Right, last lap. And that's ridiculous, Widdowmaker. Ridiculous. Took a long time to change gear then, didn't it? From those flicking high revs. Lost it there. Just eking away. He had such a good run up that hill for that 34.626 that this one's just going to be outside it. Yep. Come on, be gaining. That's the way. Don't miss this. You son of a... Ah! It's gone red again. Yeah. That was a 34.4. All I did was roll that curb on the right hand side and I was desperate not to do it. But for some reason the car rolled out that way and it's all in the driver and it's all down to me. It's so slow coming up this hill this time. Off the pace. It's all I needed to do and I'd have been leaving. I'd have been gone. A 34.439. I'd have been away. Never to look back. Just trying that second gear acceleration. Tighter in the corner didn't work. Couldn't get it to stop again. Doesn't matter. Get it through that start-finish line. Get that lap on the way. And let's put it to bed. just kept sliding that time. It wouldn't hold the line. Oh well. It was the perfect change point then up to third gear. It picked up the acceleration beautifully and took 2/10 out of that time. Come on. Come back and watch this video. Lost all that time there from just that grippy curb on the left. Never mind, let's keep plugging. Didn't cut in there enough. I've lost my gear lever. Let's see if we can do it this time. Come on. Got to rev it up through the rev range, I know that. We're gaining. That was silly. It just didn't turn at the point I'd changed up, which was the wrong point, obviously. Lost all that acceleration through there. Changed my line through there significantly, that's not good. Slow exit from that corner. Let's punch it out, come on. Get that acceleration out of there, and then I normally just mess it up here. Not this time. Come on. Oh, you messed it up there this time instead. Right. I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough. 134,322. Optimal. Yeah. Yeah. Was the fastest optimal in the first? That must have been in a different session, wasn't it? 24015. Yeah, 134.3. Oh well. 2,500. That's not so bad. We're up into the top 10, just. Yeah, we're kind of there, aren't we? Look. We're about with Scampy time-wise. Ain't so bad. Yeah. Happy days. Right. Couple of things to do. Let's just double check. Make sure the big man, old professional driving instructor JB himself, actually he didn't. We did. So we haven't got an updated setup, but what we do have is an updated mind map on what it is we're supposed to be doing. Change car. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Change car. There it is. So, the aim of what we're doing now is to try and get the car into the 22. Oh, happy days. Great stuff, JB. Added some JT Amiga. That's good. Excelente. I need to try and find a bit of a glitch in the setup to make the car I've got go that little bit faster. Glitch in the matrix would be great. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can find. We've got an hour left. Spin the ticket. I'll get rid of them. We'll see. So we're on the mod on our SAS for Sphinx. Comfort softs, comfort front. Now, ballast positioning at 46. We can save some of that, but yeah, that's the actual problem, isn't it? So we've got all that weight farther forward, 57 kilos of it, because we've put softs on the front. Now, just as a reminder to myself, we'll watch what the man did himself and just understand what he is actually doing here. Now, you've got to ignore the fact that the brakes are all red ABS. I don't think that's red ABS. I think that's red because the properties of the replay aren't catching the braking point correctly. It's just showing you it goes into the ABS. So I think the key principle of this is to understand that when he puts his foot on the brake, all the weight of the car goes to the front. and he turns the back end of the car. Look, turns the back end of the car. And there's full throttle from way back there. So he's got the car turning. He's off the throttle, back on it all the way. And you can see he's got a fairly good steer on. Braking just on the end of the curves, changing down a second, sliding the car in. He's got the car driving, but it's all red ABS again. He goes to the middle of that corner. He doesn't go all the way out to the right. Gets the car on the grass. Where is he? 46 minutes into the race at this point, and he's doing 24 twos and 23s. He's got to do 23 fives to get to 26, according to what the big popper has calculated. So, stamps on the brakes. It's all red. Car goes into that corner. He's back on the gas. He's got counter steer on, that's it. Doesn't look like the counter steer's cutting in quite a significant amount, but again, we'll watch it as he goes over the hill. Fourth gear as he comes under the banner. Brakes just before there. The car turns really well on the brakes at the end, look. It turns there without any brakes at all. Yeah, it's really interesting. So we've got to now try and replicate that with his setup. This is his setup, so nothing changed. In the weight's there at 9. Ballast is at -10. That's exactly where it's at. 148 brake horsepower. Now, I've seen the torque on one of ours go to 10, so I'm guessing the weight is in the right place. Power restricts at 93. No room for that, is there? No. So let's have a whirl. I've got TC on 1, haven't I? Let's just take that off. Let's see. fairly decent out. What we don't see on his video is the first 12 laps. We don't see a replay to show just what his first 12 laps are like on this amount of fuel. Changing down too quickly then, wasn't I? Fourth to third to second, just didn't turn the car at all, so I've got to be slower with the gear changes, as Big Pop had said earlier. Negotiate the car into the corner, then change down. This car does actually find a groove. When you put the power down and you turn the front wheels, these mediums do grip up and they do go round the corner. Second gear is better to accelerate out of there for sure. Oh, I just can't get it to turn. Too fast. I obviously changed down too quickly again to second. I should let it slow down in third rather than locking it up. Okay. see how we go again. Let's try and not brake too late this time. Yeah, I've got the line wrong, haven't I? Got the line wrong, all told there. Ooh, there's a thing. It actually turns off the throttle, believe it or not. Maybe not that much, had to get it down a second there. Experimentation. Mr. Margolino, back off. He's a danger to himself, that man. Good night, Mr. Olive. You take care. A bientôt. Enjoy your evening and your working week. Thank you, sir. We will see if we can find a groove that allows us to take the time off. Haven't found it yet. Just trying to brake earlier, Jimbo. Brake earlier. I was watching the car behind me, not the corner. There's the line. That's what happens. That's what I want to feel. That's what I want to happen with the car. I want it to turn, and then it allows me to just accelerate. Probably need to yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Mike. Potentially a bit of coasting. But this is also his setup, the one that did the 222 in. I'm just not feeling it just yet. But I think it's braking earlier. it's going to work. And I think it's the lift off where I'm going to get the turn. Not particularly this one, but maybe the next lap. I've had a 24 before, haven't I? Run a 24, but got to get that 22. Cat's eyes, that was. Messed that up. Interesting. Really, really interesting. On the premise that I know I can feel it, but I generally don't feel it. That's the problem. It's a vague hint that there's something there. Maybe I just need to persevere and work on it. Need to check that brake balance. Ah, all the way to the rear. Let's see if we can get the same sort of feel out of this. Hasn't quite got the acceleration, but it turns and drives through the corners. That's the difference. That's third gear out of there. It seems to turn better at the lift-off point on his setup, yes. But it's a microsecond of turn that allows me to hit the throttle. You miss it and you're done for. So it's a precision thing, it feels like. Probably I have to go back to it and just practice, persevere. Trying to gauge and see a feeling between the two setups to see if there's anything that links the two together. Oh my lordy. That's not what I expected. Well done. That's what I'd say. I hope you all know, but on Saturday this week, I've got a 6-hour stream. Caught, yeah, got you. And it's on GT Amiga's channel. I'm actually taking over their channel for the night. And this will be the feature race. And I'm going to attempt to get into the top 10 on the World Stars, on the top 10 stars, with 26 laps. Now it's a long shot, but I'm about 1.2 seconds a lap off being able to do it. I've got the setup of somebody who's done that challenge. He's got 26 laps and he's there at number 6, and he's given me a setup, but I can't drive it. I'm 2 seconds a lap short of the time on his setup. Cheers, my friend. But on my setup, which has got soft tyres on the front, not mediums, I'm 1.2 seconds a lap off. But on his setup, he's demonstrated he can run a 22, which is 2 seconds, well, 1.5 seconds quicker than you need. It's not the fastest car we're going to use. The fastest car is the Abarth engine swap. But I can't drive it. It's a horrible piece of moo-moo. So we got plenty of fuel. Look, 27. That's just shocking. But I can get this down to the 24s. I did last night. He probably is using lift-off turning. Yeah, carry more speed. That's the idea. And he's also got a faster car in the faster setup, but I'm trying to find a way around. His technique that I obviously can't emulate. And I'm trying to drive it, if you see what I mean. Whether that's the right thing to do, I'm not sure. There's no chance of burning these out. Oh, there's me reading the chat. Right, so yeah, I can't drive it. It just absolutely, I haven't found any stability in that to allow you to run the 115s that a 27 allows you to race. It's just mental. I know I've managed to do it with the Cappuccino engine swap, and I've managed to do it with the Beat 91 engine swap. But for the life of me, I can't drive that that damn thing. Right, so there's my old Alsace setup on Comfort Hards, where I was running a turbo, 200 kilogram of ballast at minus, at that. 19.4 torque, 309 brake horsepower. Now there's a thing, right? There's a thing. What did JB say about that? Set it to 270 and adjust that so that fourth goes to 169. Oh, I've managed to stop it doing the wheelies. 200 kilogram of ballast. See, with this you have to brake from such a long range that you don't stand any sort of chance. Getting this to turn in is a challenge all of its own. Fuel's a problem, isn't it? So maybe if we just drop off the fuel, cut some of that absolute power out, can't get it to turn in. It's just, you got to brake from so far out. So what I was thinking, he did have mediums on the front, yes, absolutely, and that's what we're just about to go and talk about. So car settings, detailed settings, change to Alsace Finks mod. So that's my comfort softs set, non-turbo. What happens if I put a cheeky little medium turbo on there? 526. I've got to take 66 pp out of that. 66 pp. Not gonna happen, is it? No, I've still got another 38 to go. Six to go. Well, I think if I put the high RPM turbo on, I've got 4 to go. It's 205 brake horsepower. I don't think it's going to work, is it? Because the only thing I can do is that. I've got to take 3 out. It's not going to work. But here's the thing. Put it on the hards at the front and put it on the mediums at the rear. Put it on the mediums at the front. 6404. It's well in. Higher PM turbo. Yeah. We've got his diff settings on that, the Magic 555. The Magic 555 helped last night, didn't it? Did. We've got the right gearbox settings. That's comforts and softs. I think we're probably doing exactly the same thing as we did. We've only got 209 brake horsepower this time, haven't we? Brake too late. Mr. Margolino's gonna have a moment. No, I've got the same problem. I just can't get it to turn in and stop, can I? I've got to reset my soft set back to soft set. Or do I? Because I might have... No, that's medium. Drop the turbo out. Nothing else you can add, is there? 45899. There it is. 112 brake horsepower on softs. At 8.8. And there's the other interesting thing. If you look at the power curve, it's got a tail away. So it's kind of like a short shift. You got the power up but the torque diving away. So 8.8 on the torque. But we have a look on his. It's like, look at that. The riser. Yeah, that's the thing. If I could get it to turn in and grip, it would go great. And that's the thing. The other trade-off is to put the grip, lose the power, and try and get the speed through the corner, which is what we were doing last night. And it was working. I was getting faster, but I was not doing what he was doing on his setup, and it tells me that I genuinely have to make this one work. What if yeah, this is his, isn't it? Can't change that. That is his. So what if I just okay. Aha. Aha. Ooh. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's on mediums. Default gearbox, no changes. Moved out the way nicely, leaving the draft for me. Didn't quite get it to cut in then. Couldn't get it to come down either. But see if we can get it to turn into this corner. He braked just before that curbing. A 31 is a relatively decent outlap. It's as fast as anything I've done before. The braking point is just here. After I've come off that curb. Couldn't get it to turn in then. Lost all the power up the hill. It's quite a bit frustrating that actually just ran wide itself on the power and wouldn't come back. It's just I hadn't turned it enough obviously to exit the corner. Same there. I've just not turned enough when I hit the power. Again, turning in too early, not turned enough. That was down to 64. I need to be 83 minimum around that corner. Couldn't get it to stop. Needed to be in third gear. All I have to do is duplicate what he does, not improve it. I just have to do what he does. I'm steering way more than he is as well. So much more lock. I don't know if people can see it, but the car isn't doing for me what it does for him. And I know I've slightly tweaked the settings a smidge, but at the point I took my foot off the brake, the car turned for him. And he takes his foot off the brake, goes to the gas, the car turns and drives straight. Ish. It follows the line of the corner, but it did it for me there. That's one corner out of 4 so far. Slow in, fast out. That's what it is. Slow in, fast out. Can't get it to come down. Yeah, but the point of the calculation is a 31.5 out lap with 26 laps. You need a 23.5 average. $23.5 average. We're a little bit further behind where we were last night on the soft setup. Can't get the car to turn in. Braking too late, obviously. Can't even duplicate that 25.2. Oh, the car turned beautifully then. Exactly the way I wanted it to. It just tweaked the... I don't know if that's feeling or whether that's actually happening. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see it. On occasion it does happen, and it's just getting it to that... There. It's just getting it to the right speed, isn't it? That's what it is. It's about timing that deceleration into that turning point, and it hasn't done it there. It's supposed to come back and hit that apex, 2 tyres on the grass, but it didn't. Too fast then. It's getting a couple of bites at that cherry. That's the thing. But then once you get used to it, once you get the feel, you're going to be doing it every lap and finding that happy place that allows the car to... There was the rotation. That's what we're looking for. Got to slow it down. I always saying it, and I'm just never doing it. Just got to slow it down coming into the corners. I fear that I'm coming too slowly into the corners and not carrying enough speed, but I'm guessing the carrying speed comes from the earlier acceleration. Slower lap, but we're working on it. She rotates. All these slow laps mean I have to go faster. I have to do 2:18s, 2:19s. There was that rotation. It happened way back. Way before I needed it to. But I was way offline and I was steering. Maybe I've got to just pull that approach in there. I can brake much later if I commit the car to the slide. Trade it off with a couple of ticks of traction control. Oh, I didn't quite turn enough that time. Well, it is Sunday night, folks. It is Sunday night, and it's 10 to midnight. I think the brain is working out what we've got to do, and it's just about practice makes perfect. So, on my 3 nights that I make videos this week, that's what I'm going to do for an hour each night. I'm going to make videos Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I put an hour aside each night, and I'm going to attempt to try and find that driving line. Attempt to find that process that allows me to get that little bit quicker. We shall see. Right then, put a hands up if you're still here. If you're not here, won't matter. I'm going to spin these 7 tickets because that's what we do on a Sunday night. No, I'm all on my own then. We'll start with the lowest ones. See if we actually spin to win it. Scampy's in. Slow night in the office, one would suggest. What do we think? 10 buck? 10 or 5,000? There's 2 cars in there and 100k. Yeah, we got the lowest one. Sitting at home playing GT, loving it. Big Popper's present. Tom Smith, welcome to the channel. You arrived for the pertinent point. We'll go in date order. Anybody care to speculate what my misery brings? No? Does it bring more misery of the lowest? Just get the damn brake. The whole point of this is it's to try and get chat up. It's that bit where we try and promote the stream at the end, try and get it a good finish. Muffler. This is good. It's not a parts ticket, it's all cash. You know which one it is. It's that one there in the lowest spot. It isn't. It's 30k. Oopa dooper. Wow. We have seen that as high as 500k. So, all still bets currently on. Brake balance, muffler. You're going to get between sweet chuff and buggery. Thank you. All current bets still on there. Oh, we've got a good selection here. It's never going to be this one straight in front of me, is it? 10k. Is it 10k or 30? It's 10, isn't it? Tell by the size of the coins it's 10. Yeah, happy days. Also going to dedicate an hour to finding some settings and to see if I can configure this wheel a little bit better. Oh, the invite, just when you don't ever need them. You know, you don't ever need an Aston Martin invite. I only bought the Aston Martins a couple of weeks ago. Well, I only bought that last week. The second one. Because there's 2 cars in the invite hole, isn't there? 1 million, Scampster said. No. Any changes on the bets? Are we still in where we are? There's only 3 to go and I'm 70k up. Yes. Everyone's a winner, baby. Oh, it's 10k. It's not. It's a pile of gold. Is that 50? Double stack? 30. Oh, muchos disappointmentes. 100k. 100k from the tickets this week. No cars. I didn't get a muffler, so here it is. Rolling in it tonight, yes. Better than 5k. It used to be 5k's, didn't it? You always get more when you spin them as a lump. Oh. Is that an RX Vision? So close to being a muffler. And then the crowning glory, the piece de resistance of the night, the 6-star parts ticket. What did you say? Brake balance, muffler, and what else? A 6-star muffler or a 6-star brake balance. That's what we're going to get. Brake, says the scampster. Let's see. There's loads of cams in there, isn't there? Oh, that's just so disappointing, isn't it? It's a 9 grand for a 6-star ticket for the Crown Athlete safety car. That was your first ticket. That was your first reward from the weekly cars, from a weekly parts. That was the first reward. Can you believe it? A 6-star ticket was what you got for completing the first race. 9 grand. I think you won 14 grand for winning the race. Absolute shock horror, isn't it? Shock horror. Let's go and look at the confirmation now. Look what we've done this week. What a week it's been. We own 554 cars. That's all of them bought. Every license is gold. Every mission is complete with gold. Every music rally is now done. It's a clean sweep of 100%ers. 111,000. 1 million. Is that right? No, it's 111,000 miles driven. Wow. Wowza, wowza, wowza. And here's the other thing, right? You got yeah. I've got to buy next Saturday a new copy of the game. Next Sunday, starting again with a new copy of the game. And you're asking why? I don't know. Are you asking why? Why would I put myself through that? Why? See, I knew you were asking. I knew. Tom and Scampy both asking why. For Le Mans, which I know you are both, one of you's interested in, one of you's actually in. I need to have a second login on a second PlayStation to be able to stream from a spectator point. And you don't get immediate access, do you, to the online lobbies? You have to earn your way in. So I need to buy another version of the game, and I need to create a new login, put myself on my friends list, and then start to play that version of the game to get it to the point in 8 weeks' time where I've got enough access so I can commentate from a second login. Unless we let somebody else... No, we can't. Can we do that? We can let somebody else log in on my PlayStation, use their account. No, because it's got all the skins and the set. Yeah, no. So I need a second login. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing from next Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm going to buy a new game, a copy of the game, go down to CEX and buy a second-hand one. We will get that rocking and rolling. We will have a second account. I've never had a second account before. But that'll be on the PlayStation, but we'll play it on the PS5. Will we play it on the PlayStation? Yeah, I could do it on the... I can play it on the PlayStation 5 and then log in on the PlayStation 4, can't I? I can install it on the PlayStation 4 and then log in the account on the PS5. Yeah, that'll work. The login, the account isn't PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 dependent, is it? It works on both. Yeah, I think so. Here's the other thing, though. What we're going to do with this lot? Now we've run out of game. suppose we've got to buy cars and fit bits to them, haven't we? We're going to get rid of them all, then sell them. Money works on both. That's what I thought. Yeah. Well, folks, I don't know what else to show. Let's just have a quick look in Legends, see what's there. I don't know why that car is not better at Alsace. I think the PP's too high, you know. I think it's PP at 585. Got to get that down to 460. I just generally don't think it's going to be good enough, is it? Full-blown race car, just like the old R272. Just not going to have the 319 brake horsepower. Why not? Why is that not going to have the get-go? Why is it not going to? You need the Jaguar from this week's time trial. Thought they'd put it in this week. They haven't. Yeah, I know. I don't own it either. I don't. I raced it at Monza with Neil one night, the last time he was on. Next time I go and look in the thing, it's gone, but I think I must have sold it to buy another car, I guess. They're all there, aren't they? They're all the classic racers are there. PP on these are too high to get these to run, aren't they? PP of what? 703. You'll never get that down to 460. That PP 489. Why is that not in the race? Maybe it is. 620 kilo. It starts off at 168 brake horsepower. It's the Giulia Alfa Romeo. Why is that not a thing? Let's have a look at that. I know we're going to run over a little bit of time, and it is. Oh, because it's an old shed. Listen to it. It's on racing mediums. So it needs to be on comforts. On a high turbocharger. I did that all wrong, didn't I? I did do all that wrong. Can I undo it? No, I can't undo that, can I? Oh, what did you do that for? Oh, there. Softs. This one you need to do. Fourth gear to one. Not going to get there. Is it 460 it needs to be at, or 640? It's 460, isn't it? Not going to do it. 460. It's too high. Not going to get there. Well, there you have it. And that's why it's not part of it. However. Right, that's just done for today, folks. It's 12:03. Good night. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support, and also appreciate putting up with me in a grumpy mood at the start. Play with computers. I honestly thought, I didn't think I'd get to the point here where I'd actually make the stream tonight because I couldn't get it to work. But that being the case, thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one Tuesday night. All the best. Take care. Good night.